Welcome to Pattaya True Crime, where we recap some of the dark and chilling crimes and unfortunate events that has happened in Pattaya City and the surrounding areas. Warning: listener discretion is advised. This podcast explores graphic content and disturbing themes that might not be suitable for all audiences. Rightio, welcome back to another episode of Pattaya True Crime. This will be episode 42. Your host as usual, Marcus Obi. Get into it, we've got a couple on this time. Number 1, woman stabbed in front of dozens of tourists on Pattaya Beach in a fight with another Thai lady. Bit wild. So the altercation between two women escalated into a stabbing on Pattaya Beach early on a Friday morning, shocking onlookers and bringing a fast police response. The incident happened around 1 a.m. near Soi 12 on Pattaya Beach Road. Police received reports of a fight involving injuries and coordinated with rescue teams for immediate assistance. Where are we? Lost already. Bear with me. So at the scene, a large crowd of Thai locals and foreign tourists gathered to watch as two women engaged in a violent fight. One woman, armed with a sharp metal object, repeatedly stabbed the other, causing injuries to her arms and head. A shirtless Thai man stood nearby, shouting threats to prevent anyone from intervening. Cool. Bystanders shouted warnings and called police, while some recorded video evidence. Officers eventually gained control of the situation, arresting the female assailant and the shirtless man as they attempted to flee in a sedan. Both were taken to Pattaya City Police Station for questioning. Right. Rescue workers provided first aid to the injured woman before transporting her to a nearby hospital for treatment for lacerations from the sharp weapon. Witnesses told investigators that the two women had a prior verbal dispute about 2 days earlier on the same beach, or in round about the same location. The man had allegedly intervened aggressively at that time, causing further tension. Wow. Beauty. So on the night of the incident, he reportedly drove to the beach, parked nearby, and shouted challenges while encouraging his companion to attack the victim. The injured woman stated she had ongoing issues with the assailant stemming from an earlier argument. She described how the man arrived in his car, issued threats, and then the woman charged at her with a sharp object, stabbing her in the head and the shoulder. She credited Good Samaritans for filming the incident and alerting authorities in time, despite the man who was stopping everyone from breaking up the fight. Police have detained the suspect for further interrogation and gathered evidence, including witness statements and video footage. Both parties will be summoned for additional questioning to determine the full circumstances before proceeding with legal action. Well, there you go. Man, I'm stuttering all over the joint today. All right. Number 2. See if we can get a bit better. Warm up a bit. What do you reckon? We've got a drunk Russian. So, drunk Russian tourist brawl outside Pattaya convenience store. Friend knocked out. It's fucked it up already. Friend knocked unconscious in misaimed punch. Fuck's sake. Excellent. So, a group of Russian tourists turned a late night alcohol run into a chaotic fistfight outside a store in Pattaya's Jomtien area, leaving one member of their party knocked clean out after a misaimed punch caused him to fall and hit his head on the ground. Fuck, it's no good. So the incident happened around 11 p.m. in front of a convenience store in Jomtien. Rescue services from the Sawang Bulibun Foundation in Pattaya received a report of a fight with injuries and quickly coordinated with Pattaya City Police to respond. At the scene, authorities found 7 Russian tourists, men and women, gathered around one of their friends who had been injured. The victim had been punched in the face, causing him to collapse and strike his head on the pavement, resulting in a head laceration and brief loss of consciousness. Fuck's sake. I'll just read on. So, rescue volunteers provided first aid, but the injured man declined further treatment. The group, all friends travelling together, quickly reconciled after the scuffle. The involved parties hugged and made up before leaving the scene together, returning to their accommodation. No formal complaints were filed, and none of the tourists wished to pursue legal action. Witnesses told reporters that the group had entered the convenience store in good spirits to purchase alcoholic beverages. When they left, an unknown dispute escalated, with bottles thrown and shattered on the ground. Two men in the group started throwing punches, while women and the eventual victim attempted to intervene to break up the fight. In the chaos, one of the blokes accidentally struck the intervener in the face, sending him backwards, hitting his head on the concrete, knocking him unconscious. There you go. Got in the way and got hit. Poor bastard. So, authorities arrived shortly after. But by then, the group had already calmed down and resolved the matter amicably amongst themselves. There you go. Old Boris knocked out fucking his mate. Sorry, mate. Righto, carry on drinking. Incidents involving intoxicated tourists are not uncommon in Pattaya's nightlife area, though most end without serious injury or police involvement. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, there it is. Number 3, carrying straight on. Foreign criminals in Pattaya use friendly approach to steal thousands of baht in cash from tourists. All right. Police in Pattaya are investigating a major pickpocketing incident after a foreign tourist fell victim to a sophisticated scam carried out by 2 foreign nationals who befriended him before swiftly stealing cash and fleeing the scene. The victim reported the theft to reporters after discovering the loss. According to the complaint, the incident occurred at about 7 a.m. in a soy next to the Marine Hotel in South Pattaya. The suspects, described as 2 well-dressed foreign men who appeared trustworthy, approached the victim together, one engaging him in friendly conversation and light-hearted banter, asking where he was from and if he was enjoying his holiday, quickly building a false sense of trust. Taking advantage of the moment and distraction, one of the men reached into the victim's pocket and stole cash worth about 8,500 baht in AED currency, that's the United Arab Emirates, along with 1,500 baht. No good. The total value of stolen money amounted to over 10,000 baht. The victim provided reporters with clear footage from multiple CCTV cameras in the area, which captured the suspect's actions in detail. Cheeky fuckers. So the video shows 2 men arriving together, one initiating the yarns to distract the victim. Both men escaping on a waiting motorcycle immediately after the theft. Couple of professionals. So, shocked upon realising the money was gone, the victim reported the incident to the Pattaya City Police Station, urging officers to track down and prosecute the suspects. The victim has issued a public warning to both residents and tourists in Pattaya to exercise caution. He stated that even in busy tourist areas and in the daylight filled with people, criminals are bold enough to strike, especially when strangers approach to try and strike up a friendly conversation. Well, I don't blame the guy. He got robbed for fuck's sake, but have a bit of nous about you, man. Anyway. Yeah. I shouldn't say that, but it did. All right. So, Pattaya police continue to monitor the situation with reports of various scams targeting visitors in the city. I don't know. Feel sorry for the bloke, but yeah, fuck's sake, man. Don't just let randoms that close to you. Well, I never do anyway. Bless them, full of piss. Anyway, carrying on. Pattaya residents are fed up due to the repeat fights between transgender women in an alley disturbing a cancer-stricken father. Here we go. A quiet residential alley in South Pattaya has become the unlikely battleground for repeat heated disputes, leaving one homeowner with a seriously ill father terrified. That ain't nice, is it? So footage show a group of transgender women gathering in the narrow soi to clear the air over personal matters, only for discussions to quickly escalate into fierce physical altercation involving slaps and shouting. Having a bust up. The home owner shared the clip and posted the video online along with strongly worded messages expressing her frustration. Quote, "What's wrong with you people? This has happened too many times. You come here to settle things and end up slapping each other right in front of my house. There's a cancer patient sleeping inside. That is my father. This isn't the first time it's been in the news because of you." End quote. The incident happened around 9 a.m. that morning. The lady told reporters later that she could no longer tolerate the reoccurring disturbances. Yeah, it would piss you off, wouldn't it? Let's go out there with a bat, love, and no. Again, I shouldn't say that, but I did. Anyway, carrying on. So she explained that the group has clashed in the soi multiple times, often creating loud noise, chaos, and even leaving broken glass from damaged items scattered in front of her property. She says every time they fight, the shouting echoes into the house, she said, her voice heavy with emotion. "My father, who is battling cancer, jolts awake in fear, thinking something terrible is happening. It terrifies him and he can't rest properly." The fights also block vehicles from passing through the soi, causing trouble for all the neighbours. She also stated that she does not know the root cause of the latest dispute, but pleaded, "If you need to argue or settle something, please do it somewhere else, or use proper mediation channels like police, a lawyer, or a third party. Don't make innocent people suffer, especially those who are sick and need quiet and peace." That's very true. Inconsiderate fuckers. So, analysis of the CCTV footage reveals a heated verbal exchange proceeding with physical clash. One transgender woman in a pink shirt confronts another in black, saying phrases that escalate tension, including references to insults and provocations. You can imagine what that is. So before the two engage in a prolonged slapping fight lasting over 3 minutes. Fuck, you'd be puffed out. Friends of both sides recorded the scene with their phones and as bystanders. Oh, right. Fuck, that was a bit back to front. On the same day, reporters visited the site and confirmed the homeowner's account. Pattaya City Police stated that at the time of reporting, no formal complaint had been filed by any party involved in the altercation, but are aware of the incident and have encouraged those involved to come forward to report the problem and have police assist in civil mediation. Yeah, good. Stop fucking around. Leave the poor man alone. Let him rest. Anyway, moving on, number 5. Oh, this is a bit wild. So a Chinese man poses as a home buyer, ties up, robs a female Chinese real estate agent at Scissor Point in Pattaya. A 35-year-old Chinese woman narrowly escaped injury after a man she believed was a potential buyer turned violent, holding her at Scissor Point, binding her with duct tape and stealing more than 50,000 baht of cash and valuables. Fuck me. At around midnight, the 35-year-old Chinese national and expat who is working legally in Thailand as a real estate agent arrived at the Nong Puri police station to file a complaint with the Deputy Inspector of Investigation. According to her statement, delivered through an interpreter, the incident began earlier in the evening when she picked up a man who introduced himself as Mr. Gong, 30-year-old Chinese national. So the two had previously been in contact regarding the possible purchase of a house, and she agreed to take him to view the property. After inspecting the house, the victim drove the suspect back in her own car. Oh, yeah, fuck. While en route along fuck this up. Pratt. No, along a road in the Nong Pru sub-district, the man suddenly produced a pair of scissors, pressed them against her waist, and ordered her to keep driving. Right, so the suspect forced her to drive to the rear of the housing project before ordering her to stop the car and moved her to the back seat. He then used duct tape to bind her arms and body, rendering her partially immobilized. He proceeded to snatch her mobile phone, valued at 20,000 baht, and coerced her. Pardon me. So he coerced her to revealing her WeChat payment password. So using the app, he transferred 6,996 Chinese yuan, equivalent to about 31,482 baht, from her account, bringing the total value of stolen property to over 50,000 baht. After obtaining the money and phone, the suspect attempted to drive away in the victim's vehicle to make his escape. However, a passing local resident approached and warned that parking was not allowed at that location. That's pretty cool. It's like, oh, you're not allowed to park here. Didn't realise he was saving the woman. So, startled by the civilian's presence, the man panicked and began to speed off. In that chaotic moment, the still bound victim desperately interfered with the suspect in an attempt to stop him. The struggle caused the car to veer off the road out of control and crash into a concrete wall, sustaining severe damage. Seizing the opportunity, she managed to escape the vehicle while still partially restrained with the duct tape wrapped around her body. She immediately called for help from nearby residents. Realizing the car was no longer drivable, the suspect leapt out and led on foot into the dark. Fuck me. So he ran away in the dark. That sounds a bit better. So local residents assisted the shaken victim and promptly alerted police. Officers from the Nong Pru police station launched an immediate search operation based on the detailed physical description provided by the victim. Investigators have obtained additional information from the lady, including the suspect's name as provided for the real estate inquiry and the pickup location. Police say they have identified and are actively tracking a 30-year-old Chinese suspect and expect to make arrests soon. The case is being investigated as a robbery with the use of dangerous weapon under Thai law. Authorities have urged anyone with information about the incident to contact police. Well, that's pretty shit. They probably caught him. Don't know. Haven't heard any updates. All goes a bit quiet after the initial story. Pardon me. Anyway, number 6. Canadian man, 86 years old. He dies after a fall from a Pattaya condo. Another one. Police in Pattaya are investigating the death of an 86-year-old Canadian man who was found dead after falling from a high-rise condominium in the Jomtien area. The man's body was discovered in a car park beside the building, prompting an immediate response from local police, tourist police and rescue services. Officers from Pattaya City Police Station received reports and attended the scene. The building is a 27-story high, and with the deceased was confirmed to be a foreign national who had been residing on the 14th floor. His body showed injuries consistent with a fall from height, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. According to preliminary findings, the deceased was a Canadian citizen, aged 86, and was named by police, who had been living in the condominium with his Thai wife. A search of his room revealed no signs of a struggle, forced entry, or disturbance to personal belongings. Police state that there was no immediate evidence to suggest involvement of a third party. Bugger. Security staff at the condominium told investigators that the man's Thai wife had left the room at approximately 5 a.m. to attend to the garden of the property as part of a normal routine. A caregiver was scheduled to arrive at 6 a.m. to look after the man in her absence. When the caregiver arrived and could not locate him in the room, staff and the caregiver began searching the premises. The search led to the discovery that the man had fallen from the balcony of his room and landed in the car park area beside the building. Fuck. Condominium staff then notified police and emergency services, who secured the area and began their investigation. Officers documented the scene and coordinated with rescue personnel to manage the recovery of the body. So police ordered that the body be transferred by rescue workers to the Police General Hospital Forensic Institute for a post-mortem examination. Investigators are also questioning people close to the deceased and reviewing closed-circuit television footage from within the building to determine the precise circumstances leading to the fall. Rest in peace, mate. Number seven. So Russian mother flies to Pattaya seeking her missing son. Russian woman has travelled to Pattaya to search for a missing son after losing contact with him and fearing he may have been abducted and harmed. So Miss Olga, we'll call her, age 51, said her 30-year-old son disappeared on the 7th of January 2026 along with $10,000, causing severe distress and prompting a police investigation in Thailand. So she spoke to reporters through an interpreter, explaining that she flew from Russia to Pattaya after being unable to reach her son. She has already filed a missing persons report with Pattaya City Police, handled by Police Lieutenant Colonel, the Deputy Superintendent at Pattaya City Police Station. There's been no significant process so far. According to the information relayed by an interpreter, the man had been living and doing business in Pattaya for about 2 years. On the last day they spoke, he told his mother he was anxious about meeting 2 Russian men to negotiate a cannabis-related business deal. He reportedly said he felt like the men were dangerous and that the situation could put him at risk. On the morning, the man shared his live location with his mother while travelling in Pattaya. Later that day, he contacted her again to say that he was going to Bangkok with the same 2 Russian men and felt unsafe. It doesn't sound good, does it? So he warned her that if she could not contact him for more than 2 hours, it would mean he was in danger and she should immediately inform the police. After contact was lost, the man's friends attempted to look for him at the cannabis shop where he was a business partner. There they reportedly saw 2 Russian men he had mentioned earlier and said the men were in possession of the man's mobile phone. But he was not present himself, and his friends did not approach the men because they believed they were dangerous. Yes. So Miss Olga also revealed that her son had previously asked her for $10,000 to invest in his business, and she does not know where the money is now. Fuck. She said she is unaware of any specific disputes that might have led to his disappearance. She has provided police with photographs and CCTV footage showing the last known images of her son before he went missing. Police have accepted the report and are continuing to gather evidence and information. Miss Olga has appealed to authorities to urgently locate her son, saying delays could place him in further danger. She has also asked anyone with information about his whereabouts to contact the police immediately. Pardon. It doesn't sound good. Not at all. Anyway, moving on. We'll probably get updates on that one. I've just got a feeling. Number 8, outrage in Pattaya over illegal sex products and cigarettes being sold. Tourists and locals are demanding a crackdown from authorities after spotting vendors blatantly selling sex pills, sex toys, and contraband cigarettes in plain sight along Pattaya Beach Road. No way. So the complaints highlighted the sale of illegal items in crowded tourist areas across Pattaya. Several vendors were spotted parking motorcycles along the beachfront and displaying their goods in full view, drawing the attention of both Thai and foreign tourists. It's reported in some areas vendors had even rented spaces in front of shops to set up what appeared to be fully stocked stalls. Get out of here. The products include various brands of illegal cigarettes, sex pills, sex toys, displayed without any apparent concern for the law. Further inspection revealed that this activity was not limited to the Beach Road area. Fuck. Oh no. Shut it down. Similar scenes were observed in Soi Buakhao, Pattaya Saisong Road, and other key tourist gathering spots. In many cases, vendors were seen selling directly from the back of vehicles or makeshift setups near popular pedestrian zones. Tourists and locals have expressed concern that the visible presence of these illegal products may tarnish Pattaya's image as a top tourist destination and pose health risks to unsuspecting buyers. Many are calling for a firm action from the relevant authorities to restore order and uphold the city's reputation. Complainants are also urging officers to increase on-ground monitoring and enforcing existing laws more strictly to prevent repeat offenders and maintain a safe, orderly environment for both visitors and residents. Yeah. I don't really need to say much more about that. Anyone who's been here before, you get it. So, number 9, moving on. Pattaya police raid a condo, arrest a Chinese national in possession of 2 illegal handguns and 11 rounds of ammunition. At approximately 3 p.m, Pattaya City Police conducted the raid in the condo on South Pattaya. So the operation was launched following a complaint from the public reporting suspicious behaviour by a group of Chinese nationals residing at the property. Upon entering the room on the first floor, officers identified 2 Chinese men inside the unit. The police requested permission to search the premises and examine the men's passports and visa status. During the inspection, officers discovered 2 9mm handguns, one SIG P365 and another CW9. Little pea shooters. In addition, they recovered 11 rounds of 9mm ammunition. Naughty, naughty. Both men were taken into custody and transported to Pattaya City Police Station for further questioning. Initial interrogation revealed that the firearms and ammunition allegedly belonged to a 39-year-old Chinese national. However, he has refused to disclose how he obtained the weapons or what he intended to use them for, as he did not have a proper license or legal permission to have the weapons. Police have formally charged the man with possession of firearms and ammunition without proper authorization under Thai law. He remains in custody as investigators continue their inquiry to prepare the case for prosecution. The second Chinese man was released after determining he was legally in Thailand and had not committed any crimes. Yeah, so authorities have explained that Thailand maintains strict firearm control laws and possession of unlicensed weapons carries severe penalties. That they do. The investigation is ongoing to determine whether the firearms were part of a larger network or intended for other criminal purposes. Yeah, if you're going to get a gun, don't do it illegally. And if you're a foreigner, it's the only way to get it. Anyway, carrying on. Number 10, we've got a Russian doctor found dead in Pattaya after a suspected attack. So the Russian doctor was found dead in his hotel room in Pattaya, with authorities investigating a possible link to a street assault he may have witnessed. The 41-year-old oncologist arrived in Thailand in early January and checked into a hotel on Jomtien Beach. He reportedly went silent on the same day he arrived. When hotel staff noticed he had not left his room, they alerted police. The following day, Thailand THB reported that officers discovered his body inside the room. Thai forensic teams confirmed he died from injuries consistent with assault. Poor bastard. Beaten to death. It's not nice. So there were signs of a struggle at the scene, but none of his belongings, money, documents, or valuables were missing, suggesting robbery was not the motive. According to his mother, he spoke to her shortly before his death and mentioned witnessing an attempted rape on the street. Fuck. So the Russian doctor may have intervened or been noticed by the attacker. This theory is now the key focus in the investigation. Thai police are reviewing CCTV footage, questioning hotel staff, and working to identify the woman he referenced. No suspects have been formally named. The Russian embassy in Bangkok is assisting the investigation and supporting the family. Since the doctor's insurance did not cover criminal cases, his colleagues and patients launched a fundraiser to bring his body back home. The amount was raised in under 24 hours. Well, that's good. So the investigation remains ongoing, with the case closely watched by Thai officials and Russian diplomats. Fuck, no good. Righto, number 11. So a neighbour arrested for burglary in Pattaya claims theft was to buy milk for his child. Drugs found during arrest. Fucking hell. So, police in Banglamung district arrested a 36-year-old man accused of sneaking into his neighbour's home and steal valuables, claiming he needed to buy milk for his child. All right, just going to hold off here. I'll just read it before I say anything. So during the raid of his residence, officers discovered drug paraphernalia and arrested another man for drug use. So the case stemmed from a complaint filed by a 51-year-old man that the intruder had broken into his home and stole several items, including one main electrical cable entering the house, one concrete drill, 3 small drills, one refrigerator compressor, and one additional roll of electrical cable. So the victim provided clear CCTV footage capturing the suspect in the act, which served as a key evidence for the investigation. So through an analysis of the CCTV footage and local inquiries, police identified that the suspect lived in the house directly behind the victim's property, separated by only a shared fence. Pardon me. Officers conducted a raid and successfully arrested the suspect. During the search of the residence, police found a friend of the suspect actively using narcotics inside the house. Drug paraphernalia was seized as evidence. That'd fucking suck, wouldn't it? Just charring away and the cops kicked the door in. Righto. Under questioning, the suspect confessed being the person in the CCTV footage and admitted to committing the burglary. He claimed he sold the stolen items to obtain money to buy milk for his child. Again. So police charged the man with burglary in a dwelling and possession of Category 1 narcotics. The friend was also charged with use of Category 1 narcotics. Both men were taken to the Banglamung police station for further legal proceedings. Moral of the story: don't spend the milk money on gear. Anyway, that was holding it in, but yeah, I said it. Number 12. This will be our last one for this episode. Chinese man arrested in Pattaya luxury condo for selling pod K. Pod K. Ketamine in a vape. Police arrest a Chinese man at a condominium in Pattaya for distributing ketamine-laced vape liquid, commonly known in Thailand as pod K. I reckon K-pod sounds better, but anyway. Officers from the Muang Pattaya Police Station and Chonburi Provincial Police launched a joint operation dubbed Clip the Wings, aimed at cracking down on illegal items and narcotics circulating in the resort city. During the operation, police revealed a tip-off about a Chinese national suspected of selling pod K in Pattaya. The suspect was identified as a 44-year-old man who was reported to be living in the Khao Noi area. To confirm this information, officers conducted a sting operation by posing as customers. Undercover police placed an order for 100 bottles of ketamine-infused vape liquid, valued at 90,000 baht, from the suspect. A meeting was arranged at the common area of the suspect's luxury condominium. After he handed over the illegal liquid and accepted the cash, the undercover officer revealed his identity and called in the arrest team. Fucking busted. Police seized the Pod K vape liquid, 2 mobile phones and a car from the suspect. Further interrogation led officers to raid another condo room where they confiscated additional equipment believed to be used for drug-related activities. He was taken to Nong Pru police station for further legal proceedings, and he was charged with selling products banned by the Consumer Protection Committee and distributing smuggled goods. Authorities said investigations are continuing to determine whether the suspect is linked to a wider drug distribution network in Pattaya. Righto, that's it. All done. Was that episode 42? Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the shit start and all the stuttering. Kind of got there. Anyway, stick around. We'll have a bit more a bit later on. Until then, you know how it goes. Stay safe out there, people. Stay safe.